It's now been over 10 years since Fergie stepped down as the manager at United and officially retired, and Manchester United haven't been the same club since that happened. Now, it hasn't all been doom and gloom. They have had some success, but it's nowhere near the amount that they are used to. I mean, they haven't won the title since 2013 and the UCL since 2008. And 8 different managers have stepped up to the challenge, but none of them have been able to replace Sir Alex Ferguson. But today, guys, that is going to change, because for the next 10 seasons, I'm going to be the manager at Manchester United. I'm going to win them as many trophies as I can, bring them back to the glory days of when Fergie was in charge, and ultimately make Manchester United Europe's most dominant club. And the takeover wheel is also returning with brand new options to land on, which could make my life way easier at United or make it a living hell. So here is the season 1 starting 11 we've loaded into with United, and considering how they're doing in real life, you'd expect this team to be way worse, but on paper it's brilliant. I mean, they've got Casemiro, they've got Bruno Fernandes, they've got Rafael Leao. I mean, all of these players are absolutely fantastic, so I really can't see where they're going wrong in real life. And they don't even have an old team, to be fair. About 5 or 6 players at best are 30 years old or above, so there is a little bit of an issue to deal with, but nowhere near as bad as some other teams. But on the flip side, they've got some very promising youngsters like Kobbie Mainoo, 18 years old, 68 overall, and we all know how good this guy is in real life. There's also Alejandro Garnacho, 19 years old, 75 overall. I mean, did you guys see that overhead kick he scored against Everton? Like, what a player this guy is. And of course, we've got Rasmus Højlund. He's 20 years old, he's 78 overall. If things go my way in this takeover, I really do want to try and build this team around him. And the icing on the cake, our budget is incredible. 211 million to spend with Manchester United in season 1. And as you can see, the leaderboard's been wiped clean. United are the only team on it, which means that regardless of how badly or good we do with them, at the end of this takeover, they will be the team to beat. The question is though, guys, how many trophies do you think we're going to win with this United team? I reckon we're going to hit about 25 with them. Let me know what you think in the comments. But if we are to do well with United, I've got to put my spin on this team. I'm starting that with the 4-2-3-1 narrow. As you already saw, there's a couple of players not playing in their natural positions, and this formation will definitely sort that out. And we are going to use the counter-attacking tactical vision. Have you seen how much pace we've got in our front four, man? If we can soak up the pressure from our opponents and hit them on the counter, we will bang goals in left, right and centre. And after meddling with the team a bit, this is the strongest starting 11 we can field with Manchester United right now. This is before we spend any money or we spend that wheel, remember. As for Bruno playing as a deep midfielder, I mean, it'll take him 71 weeks to become a central attacking midfielder. I really don't know what this is about, man. EA, sort it out. Now guys, we know that we've got a very healthy budget, over 200 million to be exact, but we all know that doesn't mean a damn thing until we spun that wheel for season 1, so let's go see what it's got in store for us. Now remember, all these options are brand new, so it's going to be interesting to see what in God's name is this. The Chelsea effect. Oh my god, banned from making any signings for the next 2 seasons. Are you taking the mitt? Oh, that's just not the start we were after. Bro, what is it with that wheel and shafting us when it comes to signings? We've got 200 odd million and we can't spend a damn penny of it. That wheel can go to hell already. Now obviously the wheel's given us a transfer ban for a couple of seasons, but it didn't say anything about loaning players out, because I've sent out a silly amount of players out on loan just to make sure they either get game time or make way for the players in the starting 11. But I've sent players like Malacia out on loan, Forsen, and of course Kobbie Mainoo. If we can get these guys improving, these guys can be the future of Manchester United. And he also came up with an idea on how to get an attacking midfielder. Mason Mount is in the team. I mean, he's 24, he's 80 rated, and it only takes him 2 weeks to convert to a cam. He's going to turn into an 81 rated player as well when we're converting to a cam, so that's that problem solved. And there we go, guys. This is the starting 11 heading into season 1. Now, I'm definitely not expecting anything spectacular. The wheel made damn sure that that's not going to happen. But you got players like Højlund, Garnacho, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, who can definitely make things happen. So you never know, we may end up winning a trophy or 2. Unfortunately, it's not a good start at Old Trafford. We are 4th in the Prem at the end of our first season. I mean, we have got UCL football, but Man City have won the league, man. That just doesn't sit right with us right now. We also only made it to round 3 of the FA Cup. Bloody Leicester City knocked us out. Come on, man. We've got to be doing better than that. And Arsenal beat us in the Carabao Cup final. United fans, I am truly very sorry for that happening. But unlike in real life, they did make it out of the UCL group stage quite convincingly as well, undefeated. But Dortmund ended up getting the better of us in the quarterfinals, man. That second leg actually killed us, man. What are we playing at? But I will say this, looking at this starting 11, I reckon season 2 is definitely definitely going to be better than Season 1, you know. I mean, just look at Højlund's improvement. 84 rating now. He's gone up 6 overall this season, man. This guy is going to be a goal machine. But guys, I stand mistaken. He's already a goal machine. 36 goals in 55 games. Fair play to him. But that's got me curious. Who do you think is going to be our top goal scorer and assister by the end of this takeover? I reckon Højlund's going to be our top goal scorer, and I actually don't think we've signed our top assister yet, but it looks like right now it's going to be Mason Mount. Now, granted, it's not been a good start with United. 0 trophies won in Season 1. And this team, as it stands, is remaining the same until Season 3 because, as you guys know, the wheel has given us a 2-season transfer ban. But I honestly feel like Season 2 is going to be different. The team is massively improved since the beginning of Season 1, so he is hoping that that wheel's on our side next year and we can actually add trophies to our cabinet. But before we get to that wheel for Season 2, if you're enjoying this takeover so far, make sure you leave this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Right then, wheel, come on, be on my side this time. What are you landing on this time? Oh my god, that's so close to the bad one. Sign 3 players 35 plus years old and make them 16 again. Hang on, has the wheel just revoked my transfer ban? I think this does revoke it. We can only sign 35-year-olds, but we can make them 16 again straight away, so this is absolutely a W. The question is though, guys, which positions do we actually buy for? I mean, this is actually going to be trickier than I thought. You know what? I'm taking a different approach this time. I'm going to search every league for 35-year-old players or older and then see who's actually available, and then I'll make my decision based off that. Now, guys, I have found some pretty good options. Karim Benzema, Robert Lewandowski, Manuel Neuer, and Luka Modric, man. These guys were such good players back in the day, man. It's such a shame they're close to retirement now. The only issue is these 4 players in this shortlist, and I can only make 3 signings, so who is going to get the boot out of these 4 players, man? Because ideally, I want all of them. I feel like if I'm going to be smart, it's got to be Lewandowski, because Højlund is only 21 years old. He's already 85 overall. I can't just get rid of him just for Lewandowski, man, even if Lewandowski was world class in his heyday. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have just signed Luka Modric, Manuel Neuer, and Karim Benzema for a combined total of 73.6 million. And there they are, guys. 16-year-old Luka Modric, 16-year-old Karim Benzema, and 16-year-old Manuel Neuer. I think it's safe to say that our future with United is sorted for now. And the icing on the cake, I've trained Benzema to become a central attacking midfielder, is going to turn into an 86 rated player. Okay, do you know what? The fact that I can actually do that now because he's young again is still incredible to me. But now that that's all sorted, here is how the United team looks going into Season 2. And as you can see, I've changed the formation to the 4-3-3 attacking variation. This is because we've got a 16-year-old Luka Modric in the team now. I'd be daft to keep him on the bench over Casemiro. Now, we ended Season 1 empty-handed, not a single trophy won, but something tells me that Season 2 is going to be just a little bit different. Or maybe not. We are 3rd in the Premier League this time, only 3 points off winning the entire damn thing, man. We actually had better goal difference than Chelsea, so if we matched them on points, we'd have won the Premier League title. And Man City knocked us out of the FA Cup in round 5. Come on, man. We've got a regen, Luka Modric, Benzema, and Neuer. Surely we've got to be doing better than this. You are kidding. Wolves beat us in the Carabao Cup final on pens. That's the 2nd Carabao Cup final in 2 seasons we've made, and we bottled it twice, man. And Man United, the new Tottenham Hotspur. And we completely flunked the UCL. We finished 3rd in Group G, man. We weren't even close to getting out of it. We do go to the Europa League, though, so there is still a chance. Or maybe not, guys, because Ajax have knocked us out in the round of 16 on penalties. Season 1 and 2 can get straight in the bin. I'm honestly baffled, guys. How does this team not win a single trophy in 2 seasons? That is genuinely ridiculous. I mean, look at the stats as well. 5 of our starting 11 players got more than 18 goal contributions. That is ridiculous. Honestly, guys, I feel like if in Season 3 we don't win a single trophy again, we are going to be in a little bit of trouble with Manchester United. So far, guys, we've had 1 good and 1 bad, and we've just landed on a bad one. What is bad trade? Swap your 3 highest rated players for 3 players over 33 years old and make no other signings. You are kidding me. I bloody knew this wheel was going to do this, man. Last year it was way too kind to us. And this is just a joke, man. Bruno Fernandes, Rasmus Højlund, and either Lisandro Martinez, Karim Benzema, and Casemiro are our 3 highest rated players, man. For God's sake, screw you, wheel. So, guys, it looks like we're going to the wheel to decide who we are getting rid of. Lisandro Martinez. Do you know what? I'll actually take that. I was absolutely praying to God that it wasn't going to be Benzema. Now it's just a case of trying to find some players to actually swap them with that won't actually properly screw us this season. Now, we could go for Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he's 34, 89 rated. The only issue is he plays for Manchester City. I feel like this guy's a little bit of forbidden fruit. And we could go for Virgil van Dijk from Liverpool as well. He's 33, 88 rated. But honestly, guys, I know better than this. I feel like Liverpool and Man City fans would legitimately hunt me down if I made this happen. But luckily for us, there are half-decent alternatives like Mario Götze who can come into the squad, Callum Wilson can go up top for us, and David Alaba can do a season or two at the back in Martinez's place. Trust me, guys, I know this is not ideal, but we got to make the best out of a bad situation. And there we go, guys. Bruno Fernandes, Martinez, and Højlund are out, and Mario Götze, David Alaba, and also Callum Wilson are unfortunately in. And just look at the team now, guys. We've gone from a world-class striker to Wilson. We've got an aging defensive partnership. We've literally got no trophies so far as well. We've got no hope of winning anything this season now. I legit can't believe this, guys. We've won the Premier League in Season 3 by 7 points as well. How the hell have we done this without our 3 best players? But then again, Bristol City did knock us out in the FA Cup in round 3. And Arsenal knocked us out in round 3 of the Carabao Cup as well. So domestically, we've done terrible. And this time, we did make the UCL quarters, only losing to PSG. Do you know what, guys? If we're going to lose to any team, I don't mind it being PSG right now, especially with what's happened this year. But all things considered, guys, this team really doesn't look that bad at all. Honestly, though, I'm so happy we've got Benzema, Modric, and Neuer in the team as 18-year-olds, man. Without them, I don't know how we'd have done this year. But you can definitely tell Højlund isn't in the team anymore. Rashford's our top goal scorer this time with 25 goals and 11 assists. But it's finally happened, guys. We have won Man United their first trophy of this takeover. He's hoping from here on out this is just a common occurrence. Now, we're almost halfway through this takeover, and we've got an age situation going on in the team. Look at how many players are in their 30s now. We definitely have the money to resolve this. We've got 414 million, but the only thing standing in our way is that wheel, and if it shafts us again this year, I genuinely don't know what we're going to do. So with that being said, here's hoping that Season 4 is half decent. Great similarity. What in God's name is this? Only sign players whose surnames begin with M or U. Oh, because of Manchester and United. Oh, that's really clever, wheel. I'm so happy you've got a brain. Now, ideally, we do need a new striker, a CDM in place of Casemiro, and a centre-back in place of Alaba. If we can actually sort these positions out for the time being, at least, we'd be okay. And financially, as you guys have seen, we are absolutely sound. The big question is, whose surnames begins with M and U? Because off the top of my head, I can't think of a single player. Then I remembered Manuel Ugarte, who plays for PSG. He's a CDM who's 25, 86 rated. He's a very solid player, just what we need in the team. And for 62.2 million, he's our first signing of Season 4. And then I remembered Eder Militao from Real Madrid. He's 28, granted, but he's 89 overall. A vast improvement in our defensive lineup. And for 92.5 million, he's also signed for us. And that leaves us with just under $250 million to spend, and we need a striker with the name beginning with M or U, and I feel like I know exactly who to bring in. That's right, guys, Kylian Mbappe is 27, 94 rated. I felt like it was impossible to replace Højlund, but I feel like this guy might just be the man to do that. And there we go, guys, for £213.5 million, Manchester United have officially signed Kylian Mbappe, and that concludes our business for Season 4. But are these 3 new signings capable of taking United to that next level? Can we actually win more than 1 trophy this season? Well, this ain't a good start. We are second in the Prem, but look who bloody won it, man. Bottle job Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, God, I actually hate it when they do well in this game. But we have won the Community Shield, so that is trophy number 1 of Season 4. We, however, didn't win the FA Cup. Chelsea knocked us out in round 4 on pens. But we have finally won the Carabao Cup this time, so that's trophy number 2. As for the UCL, we did quite comfortably make it out of Group H, and we go to the knockouts. And guys, we've gone through all the knockouts and made it to the UCL final where we play Real Madrid. Guys, this is our biggest chance yet to win the UCL. Can the boys do it though? Can United do it? Yes, they have. Benzema and Mbappe win the UCL for us. That's trophy number 3 for Season 4, and that's the treble secured. Ironically as well, the goal scorers were Kylian Mbappe and Benzema, a former Real Madrid player and a future one. Honestly though, guys, it is seriously about damn time this starting 11 finally started delivering the goods, man. There's so much quality in this team. I don't know how we haven't been doing this from the get-go. But as for the stats, guys, Benzema was our top goal scorer, 28 goals and 4 assists in 59 games. Not bad at all for a regen, is it? Kylian Mbappe did get himself 26 goals and 8 assists, not far off Benzema, but but he does need to improve those numbers. He did cost over 200 million for God's sake. But that's now 4 trophies in 4 seasons with this team. Now we're almost at the halfway point. He is hoping that we can just keep this going until the end of the takeover. But as we all know by now, that depends on the wheel. What in God's name is dodgy scouting? Only sign players in the Europa Conference League, not the UCL. Alright then, okay, looks like we're doing a little bit of scouting ourselves. Now I'm looking through the Europa League. Sevilla, Everton, Marseille, Roma, Porto, Fiorentina, Chelsea, that's a big one. Borussia Mönchengladbach and RB Leipzig. So far there's actually a decent amount of teams to choose from. As for the Conference League, however, not many teams are really standing. I mean, these Newcastle United, so we may have a bit of luck there, but apart from them, I'm not too sure the Europa Conference Leagues we're scouting anymore. But the good news is financially we got no worries whatsoever. 304 million to spend. The only issue is finding players in these teams to actually bring into the club. However, I have found a half decent player from Roma, Miguel Gutierrez. He's a fullback, he's only 26, 85 rated. Luke Shaw is definitely getting on a bit now, so a replacement fullback is not exactly the worst idea in the world. And with Varane closing in on retirement, Botman is the perfect replacement. 27, 87 overall. This guy's an absolute tank, isn't he? And for the total sum of 148 million, we have signed both of these players on 4-year deals. Now, I've just taken a closer look at Miguel Gutierrez. Is he just me, or does he look a little bit like Bevo? I can't be the only one who thinks that. But regardless whether he does or he doesn't, we've got 144 million to spend, and there is one more player that I want to bring into the team. And that is Caicedo from Chelsea. He's only 25, 85 rated with Casemiro nearing retirement. Now, he's the perfect backup option for Manuel Ugarte. And just like that, guys, our transfer window is done. For £50 million, Caicedo has joined Manchester United. And just look at the team now, guys. World-class quality all around the pitch. And the best part is we've actually solved the age issue in one transfer window. So looking forward, guys, we're looking pretty damn decent. But can the additions of our 3 new signings help us get more silverware, or are we going to go backwards this time? Well, guys, unfortunately, we still can't win the Prem. We're second once again, this time 6 points behind Manchester City. Seriously, guys, we're halfway through this takeover now. Are we ever going to win the title? We also crashed out of the FA Cup in round 5 by the bottle jobs. Oh man, you can't write this, can you? And Sheffield Wednesday beat us in the quarters of the Carabao Cup on penalties again. I'm officially done, guys, I swear to God. But we did beat Napoli to win the Super Cup, and we smashed Real Madrid to win the UCL. How do we do so well in Europe but do so poorly in the Prem and domestically? It just doesn't make sense. Because for me, ladies and gents, this may be my bias talking, but this team should be winning everything every season from now on. The fact that this team has only won 2 trophies this year is actually a joke. But in fairness, the stats have definitely improved from last year. Garnacho with 35 and 9, Mbappe with 29 and 6, Rashford with 25 and 14, 8 and 10 for Benzema. If only Rashford could actually do that in real life, United fans might actually get behind him again. And guys, we're now 5 seasons into this takeover with only 6 trophies won so far, man. I'm not being funny, that's a joke. The last 5 seasons we've got to nut up, or quite frankly, shut up. Okay, guys, season 6, new spin of the wheel. There's more good than bad on here. Are we going to land on a bad one? Yes, it is. What the hell is this? Memes. Only sign meme players. You judge who that may be. What? Honestly, guys, off the top of my head, there's only 2 players that I can think of, and one of them I probably won't be able to sign for one big reason. Because in real life, he plays for Liverpool. Darwin Núñez is who I'd probably go for one of the signings. I mean, obviously, he joined the Premier League at the same time as Haaland, but unlike Haaland, he didn't have the best start, did he? And as you can see, guys, Maguire isn't even in the game now because last year he actually retired. And to top it off, guys, we've already got the fidget spinner in the team. You guys haven't seen it yet because every single season I've shipped his useless backside off on loan somewhere else. So that brings me to Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson. He plays for Palace in this save, but in real life, guys, this guy can't hit a barn door with a banjo. Now, when it comes to meme players, Nicholas Jackson, aside from Darwin Núñez, is the only player I can think of to sign. So let me know down in the comments who I've missed out and who I should consider to sign next time I get this on the wheel. And there we go, guys. For just 35 million, we have signed Nicholas Jackson on a 3-year contract. Now let's see if this meme signing can actually help us win the Premier League title. I can't believe it. We've actually won the title undefeated as well. Oh my God. Arsenal Invincibles record has just been broken as we've gone invincible as well with United. I can't believe the same season we signed the meme player Nicholas Jackson, we win the one trophy that's eluded us this entire takeover so far. But we still can't win the FA Cup is in round 5, Newcastle knocked us out. And Man City got the better of us in the Carabao Cup final, so far that's 1 trophy out of 3. That's not very good. But we have once again won the Super Cup. And for the 3rd time in a row, if I'm not mistaken, we've won the UCL, beating Juve to do it in the final. So that's the 2nd treble in a row. But to be fair, it's the least of what I expect from this team now. It is absolutely world class. If anything, we shouldn't just be winning trebles. We should be winning quadruples from now on. In stats wise, guys, it is very goddamn impressive, especially Mbappe. 50 goal contributions in 61 games. He is well worth 200 odd million. This team has done incredibly well this year, but it's the bare minimum of what I expect now. To be honest, guys, I'm expecting more from now on. I want quadruples every single year, like I've already said. But we all know it's not that simple. The wheel has to be on our side, and it looks like it isn't. Oh, this is the worst one. What is it? Tough transfer window. Give your 3 highest rated players to Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal, and make no signing. Doesn't matter who goes where. You are kidding. Just as we started to hit our stride. And it couldn't be worse teams either. Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal. Oh my god, we've just started doing well too, man. This wheel is actually a little shit, isn't it? And look who our 3 best players are. Kylian Mbappe, Alejandro Garnacho, and Marcus Rashford. Oh my days. 95, 96, and 97 rated players. The big question is, guys, how the hell am I going to decide who goes where? I mean, they're all really terrible clubs to give them to. Now, I think I've made my mind up. Mbappe is going to go to Arsenal. I'm not giving them to Manchester City because they've got Haaland, and I'm not giving them to Liverpool because they've got an insane front line anyway. Arsenal's is definitely the weakest out of the 3. I am going to give Liverpool Alejandro Garnacho, though. I don't know what's worse, giving him to Manchester City or Liverpool, but I feel like Liverpool is the better option tactics-wise. And that means Marcus Rashford is going to go to Manchester City for one reason and one reason only. In real life, this guy is terrible, so I'm hoping that's exactly how he plays at Manchester City. Please do not hunt me down, United fans. I don't know what else to do here. And there we go, guys. Reluctantly, I have given Manchester United's 3 biggest rivals our 3 best players, which does leave the starting 11 looking like this. And granted, it doesn't look that bad, but my god, those 3 players are going to be missed. I still feel like we can do well this year, but the last 2 seasons I feel like are going to be a fever dream in comparison to what we're going to achieve this year. But guys, I'm gobsmacked. We've once again won the Premier League title after literally giving our 3 biggest rivals our 3 biggest players. How the hell have we pulled that one off? I mean, look at Liverpool, for God's sake. We finished 17 points clear of them, and they had freaking Garnacho. And we've also won the Community Shield, beating Arsenal to do it. Hang on, they had Kylian Mbappe as well, so we've beaten Garnacho and Kylian Mbappe. But we had a stinker in the FA Cup as Newcastle knocked us out in round 4. And Liverpool got the better of us in the Carabao Cup, 5-1 on aggregate. Oh my, you know what? They can have the Carabao Cup. We'll take the title every day of the week. And we've once again won the Super Cup, beating Betis on penalties, man. We're on for the quadruple if we win the UCL. But apparently that's not going to happen because Sevilla annihilated us 3-1 in the final. Bloody Sevilla, really? We get to the final to lose to Sevilla? That just seems so anticlimactic. But I'm actually amazed, guys. This team lost its 3 best players this year and actually matched what we've been able to do for the past 2 seasons. Honestly, I cannot fault these guys at all. They really stepped up to the challenge. Especially Karim Benzema, 33 goals in 16 assists in 56 games for a central attacking midfielder. That is beyond impressive. That wheel well and truly shafted us this year, but our boys stepped up to the challenge. We took it on board and we still got the treble, man. This team, fair goddamn play to them. Let's just hope we can keep this going. So we are now 8 seasons deep into the takeover, and we do look like we've got an age issue, but when you look a little bit closer, there's only 1 player in our team who's 32 years old or above in the starting 11. The rest are just about hitting 30 years old. That's actually ridiculous. So this team, whilst last season it did take a massive hit losing Garnacho, Mbappe and Rashford, is actually looking incredible going into the last 3 seasons of this takeover. And on top of that, the budget is ridiculous. 640 million to spend. We can do whatever we want with that money, well, providing that the wheel's on our side, of course. So let's see if it is. We got 1 bad and 2 good. Of course we're going to land on the bad one. What's this one? Release clauses. Only sign players via their release clause. Honestly, that at this point isn't actually that bad. I mean, like I've just showed you, we're not struggling financially in the slightest. The only slight problem we're going to have is find players good enough to bring into the team. I have found Jaden Adai, who's a Dutch winger who plays in the MLS, 24, 84 rated, and he's got a release clause of 75.2 million. Oh, this one's a good one though. Karim Adeyemi, 28, 87 overall, still at Dortmund, but his release clause is 123.3 million. I can definitely see this guy fitting into the United team. But this is by a mile the best one. Trent Alexander-Arnold from Real Madrid. He's 31, 88 overall, release clause of 155.8 million. I don't care the fact that he's a Liverpool player in real life. We're signing him up regardless. And there we have it, guys, for a whopping combined total of £354.3 million. We've signed all of these three players via activating their release clause. But it doesn't stop there. I've trained Adeyemi to become a winger. He's going to turn into an 88 rated winger. Absolutely beautiful. And I have converted Trent Alexander-Arnold to become a centre mid. He's going to turn into a 90 rated centre mid. Absolutely amazing. And just look at this team now, man. It's so goddamn good. It's actually that good. Modric and Ugarte are keeping Trent Alexander-Arnold out of that midfield. Do you understand how mad that is? Now, the last 3 seasons, we've successfully got the treble. Can we do it for a 4th season in a row? While we're off to a good start, we have won the title once again by 4 points, beating Manchester City to it once again. And we beat them to win the Community Shield, so that's trophy number 2 already. But Sunderland knocked us out in the FA Cup in round 3. I'm not being funny. We've done 8 seasons with United and we still haven't won the FA Cup. What is going on? And we made it to the semis of the Carabao Cup, but City got their revenge on us, beating us 2-1 on aggregate. And we didn't win the UCL either, guys. Inter knocked us out in the round of 16 on penalties. That is a little bit gut-wrenching, I ain't gonna lie. Guys, I'm noticing a weird pattern here. Every time we make actual improvements to the team, we end up doing worse. I don't get how that works. But to be fair, when you look at the stats, it's still pretty decent. 13-10 for Benz, 23-6 for Adeyemi, 21 for Jackson, and 10-4 for Anthony. Why is the fidget spinner actually getting game time? I need to ship his ass back off on loan. The good news is, though, for the remaining 2 seasons of this takeover, there's the good option and the really good option on the wheel. The question is, which one are we going to get to start season 9? Well, guys, I think it's time we found out which one are we going to get. Insane Youth Academy system. I think that's what it says. Your youngest 3 players get a plus 15 in rating but make no signings. Doesn't include the 35-year-olds if that's right. Oh my god, do you know what this means, guys? This means that Manuel Neuer, Luka Modric and Benzema aren't a part of this, so we're going to get 3 more very goddamn good players into this team. The question is, who are they going to be? Well, one is going to be Jaden Adai, the 25-year-old winger. He's going to get bumped straight up to 99 overall. But apart from Adai, it looks like a lot of players are joint 26 years old, meaning they're joint 2nd and 3rd youngest, so we're going to put them on a wheel and whoever it lands on is getting the increase. I have to be honest, guys, there is one player on this list I am rooting for, and we've just landed on him. Kobbie Mainoo is one of the players getting an increase. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. This guy fully deserves it. So Kobbie Mainoo is getting the increase. Who is joining him? Oidali looks like he's joining him. I'm not too sure who this guy is or what his rating is, but I know for a fact that he's getting the increase. And it's official, guys. Oidali is 89 overall, Kobbie Mainoo is 99 rated, and also Adai is 99 rated too. Get in. And just look at the state of this team now, guys. I'm telling you now, season 9, we are gunning for the quadruple. And unsurprisingly, we have once again won the Premier League title by 3 points. Manchester City, guys, we've got your number now. And we've smashed Liverpool in the Community Shield final. As a Chelsea fan, that felt goddamn good. But Chelsea beat us to win the FA Cup. I've got serious mixed feelings about this, guys. I should be happy, but I'm really not. And Bournemouth knocked us out in round 4 of the Carabao Cup. How do we have a team as good as we've got and we can't get past Bournemouth? Like, how does that even work? But we have once again won the UCL, smashing Monaco 4-2 in the final. So that is once again the treble secured. And look at the state of these stats, man. Jaden Adai, 43 goals in 22 assists in 59 games. I know this guy's 99 overall, but that is still ridiculous. And as it stands going into season 10 of this takeover, we've got 17 trophies won in our cabinet. So let's hope in season 10 we can finally smash past the treble and get that quadruple. So without further ado, guys, let's spin the wheel for season 10. It's called Cheat Code, so let's really hope it lives up to that. Unlimited budget, sign whoever you want, but you can only make a maximum of 3 signings. That is a cheat code, isn't it? Let's be real. And true to the wheels weird, we've got 1 billion in our budget to spend on whoever we want, but we can only make 3 signings. But luckily, there's only 2 players I can think of that I want to bring to the team. I want Lisandro Martinez to come back. He's 34 granted, but he's 91 overall, and his contract's running out. And you guys all know how much I love a bargain. And for only 33 million, we've brought Martinez back home to United, but we've got one more transfer to make, and I think you guys might have guessed who it is. Of course, it's Rasmus Højlund, 29 years old, 96 overall, was stolen from us so early in this takeover, but for season 10, our final season of this takeover, we're bringing him back to United. And with the signing of Rasmus Højlund, that marks the end of this transfer window, as we spent a whopping 230 million to bring him back home to Manchester United. And just look at the state of this team, ladies and gents. I don't think I've ever seen a team look this good going into the final season of a takeover. There is literally no excuse this year why this team cannot get the quadruple or even more than that. If we get anything less than that, I'll consider this season a massive L. Okay, it's a good start. We've won the title in our last season of this takeover by 4 points. That is a great start. We've also just about beat Chelsea to win the Community Shield. We finally won the FA Cup. It only took us 10 seasons, but we finally did it. That's trophy number 3. We've also won the Carabao Cup, so that's trophy number 4. And we've won the Super Cup. Guys, we are on for the sextuple. I don't think I've ever got this in my entire time doing YouTube, but there is a chance we could get it now. And we're on for it, guys. We are comfortably out of Group H and into the knockouts, where we destroyed Barca 3-1 in the round of 16. And we've destroyed Man City in the quarters as well. And we've battered Arsenal in the semis. We're playing Inter Milan. If we beat Inter, we've got our 6th trophy of season 10. This is actually nuts. We've actually done it. We've beaten Inter Milan 2-0 in the final. We have got the sextuple with Manchester United. What a way to end the takeover. And this, ladies and gents, is the team that pulled this off. I don't think I'm ever going to pull off a sextuple again, man. That is genuinely mental. And just look at the stats, ladies and gents. Højlund didn't have a great season, but Benzema did, Adeyemi did, and certainly Jadon Adai did. And we end this takeover, guys, with Karim Benzema being our top goal scorer and assister with 23 trophies in our cabinet, as you guys know. And that's where we are going to end this takeover. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on the video, smash that subscribe button. We're currently on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And if you guys want to watch another takeover, just click right here to watch me do this with Liverpool.